Hey guys, it's Stacy here. Welcome to my channel, Life's a Project, where I like to share my everyday life projects with you. And today's project is starting some ornamental kale, also known as flowering kale, from seed. So guys, I'm really excited for this project. Usually in the fall, I'll go out to the garden center and purchase flowering kales, flowering cabbage to use with my fall decorating with flowers and things in containers. So I really thought it'd be fun to just use things I already had and just buy a packet of seeds and see if I can get multiple plants to use with my fall decorations. So I'm just using things I already had, minus the seeds. So you can see these random nursery pots in different sizes. These are from annual plants that I purchased this year, and some I think from last year and last fall, like this container back here. It says the 6-inch cabbage and kale. I used this in a fall container. So $4.99 for this one plant. So if I had to spend that much money on each of these containers, that would be a whole lot more money than compared to a packet of seeds. So all of these pots I have filled with just some potting mix, just Miracle-Gro potting mix that I already had, and they're sitting down in these aluminum pans that I have left over from seed starting in the spring. And I'm just going to have these growing outside, so I'm not going to be using a seed starting mix or worrying about sterilizing the soil. So I purchased these kale seeds from a big box store. You can see here up at the top, $1.99. Now when I got to the register, it said $1.49, so even better. And a flowering kale and flowering cabbage, you hear those terms used interchangeably, but really there is a difference. On kale, you'll see that their leaves are more frilly or roughly. You can see here, like in the picture, days to maturity, 75 to 90 days. So I'm really hoping in October, when I want to use these for fall decorating, they will be looking pretty good and have come to a pretty good size. So you can see here at the top, colors of purple, green, pink, and white. So I'm really hoping there are different types in this seed packet, not all just the same. And you can see here, annual plant depth. You want to plant your seeds 1/8 of an inch deep. You can also thin them if you plant multiple seeds in each container, or if you're planting them directly into the ground. They like sun to a part shade. And then 5 to 10 days to germination, bloom summer through winter. So I could have started these by seed indoors and have them growing underneath grow lights, but I thought, it'd be much easier. You won't have to acclimate them to the outdoors if they just start outdoors. Now, because they do, normally kale does not like really hot weather, so I will be trying to keep them more in the shade once they germinate, so they will be happy. So kale seeds are usually really small, hard to work with, so you can see down in here they are, and there's tons in here, so that is good. If this project works out great, then I'll be able to have some to do this again next year, like I said, if it all turns out. So now I'm down here really close. I wanted to show you how I plan to make my little planting holes, just like that. Just using my fingers, making a couple of indentions in the soil. With these seeds are so small, you really don't have to make them deep. Now I could use a popsicle stick. I usually will use that. It just makes making planting holes really easy. But for this, I can just use my fingers really quickly and it'll work out just fine. So I have my seeds here. Like I said, they're really small. I'm going to try to put one seed in each planting hole or a little indention here on the soil. Now I've seen people put multiple seeds in each planting hole. To me, it kind of gets really crowded even when you're trying to thin them out. So I will be thinning these down, like I said, to one plant per container. So I'm just going to do 2 in each container. I should have good germination where these seeds are new for this year. But after 5 to 10 days, it says for germination to take place. If I do not see them germinating, then I always can pop in another seed, and they wouldn't be that many days behind. But if you are following my channel and you want to give this project a try, you can just do your own thing, kind of do what you do. So now I'm just covering up the seeds lightly with the soil. It doesn't take much, and just lightly pressing them so that the seed is in good contact with the soil and it stays in place. So now I'm going to go ahead and get the rest of these pots all planted up. So I've added seeds to all of my containers, so I am finished with that step. Now I just need to add in some water. So I have my watering can here, and I'm going to lightly give each of these containers a little bit of water. You want to be careful. You don't want to disturb your seeds or disrupt those seeds in the soil. So you want to just kind of lightly add the water to the top, kind of be gentle with it. And so I will keep these containers moist until they germinate, and then continue to give them the water that they need to be happy. And I did also want to add a tag. I made a little tag here with what is growing and today's date when I started the seeds. And that is good to know, when the germination happens, how long it took for the seeds to germinate, or if germination does not happen, that you need to plant again. And I'm not going to waste tags by making one for every container. It's all the same here. I'll just make one and place it in this large container. And I am having these sitting in these aluminum pans. Now, they do not have holes in the bottom. I'll probably need to add some holes so that they will have drainage. I really kept them in these containers so they're easier to kind of move around, and I'm not having to move all 13 of these containers to different locations if I need to kind of place them in a more shady area or a more sunny area. And so if it rains, I do not want these containers filling up and drowning my little seedlings and drowning my containers. So guys, that is it for this video and this project, but I do want to share something really exciting, is that Life's a Project is now on Instagram. So if you would support Life's a Project by going on Instagram and liking and sharing my posts and following my Instagram page. And of course, I'll give you updates to how this project is doing. And so I hope you are subscribed to my channel here on YouTube so you don't miss out on any future projects or updates to projects like this one. And if you have any questions or comments, place those down in the comment section below. I thank you so much for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.